Huh? Where are we? When are we?
We're descending toward Hill Valley, California at 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
2015? You mean we're in the future?
Future, Marty? What do you mean? How can we be in the future?
Jennifer, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're in a time machine.
And this is the year 2015?
October 21st, 2015.
God, so like you weren't kidding. Marty, we can actually see it.
Hey, what happened to your cue? That was your thing? It wasn't even the whole thing, man. Oh, God. I thought you had some more on there. Okay, we need some, like, intro music. Are you there?
Yeah.
Where's Tony at? Tony, are you there? Why can't we hear Tony and we're live right now? Oh, well, screw it. I'm just going to play some music. Here we go. The weakest intro ever. So our intro there was Back to the Future Day, because this is the time that Doc and Marty traveled into the future, and we're supposed to be dressed very lavishly, apparently, with metal helmets and gear attached to our, I don't know, our body somehow, looking like space robots and stuff like that. Everybody's posting Back to the Future pictures, and I think it's cool and all. I mean, I feel like I liked Back to the Future before it was cool, and so I don't know. Hopefully Tony will join us whenever he gets a chance. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he's using his phone again. Maybe he's got low bandwidth or whatever, but in order to save bandwidth on here, I'm going to turn off my webcam, let it go on like that. Either way, welcome to another Geek Rant. This is Geek Rant number 2, and we are talking, well, we got a whole list of things. I mean, I just came back from a Bill Nye talk. It was a very extraordinary experience. I think Jesse's going to be talking about dildo manufacturing, and Tony's going to be talking about Star Wars, because that's all that Tony talks about is Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, and can't get enough. So, how's it going, Jesse? You doing all right?
It's going, yeah. It's a late Wednesday night. I'm excited to hear about your Bill Nye experience.
Yeah, man. Sorry for the delay. Just got out, and the way TAMUCC put this thing together, I don't think they accounted for the parking very well. And by doing so, you park on one side of the campus and you valet. Let me backtrack. Let me tell you how I got my tickets to Bill Nye. I was invited about 2 months ago to do a Q&A for the STEM students. It's a science, technology, engineering, math students. And it was a little Q&A session. I went and sat at a table, and students filtered in after class, little by little, and they'd sit down, and they would ask me questions about my career. Somehow I got classified as an engineer, so a lot of questions were coming at me from an engineering standpoint, and I plan on starting engineering, civil engineering, the post-bac program here in the spring, but as of right now, I can't consider myself an engineer, so it's just like, so far what I learned is that you do this, and this is how these are the classes you're going to go to and stuff like that, but I can't really explain anything else to you. So several people were asked to do that. You know, they had a pharmacist, they had a physician, a nurse, they had all kinds of people, and somehow they got a hold of me. I think it's because of the crab video that I was on the news a couple months ago because of the intake of the crabs.
You girls got crabs.
Hey, Tony, how's it going?
Hey!
And as a result of that video, someone got my name over there, so they invited me to go and do this Q&A, and they were paying everybody a $250 honorarium. I emailed back, in lieu of the honorarium, could I get some Bill Nye tickets? Because that day, Bill Nye tickets had gone on sale, and within 2.5 hours, they were sold out. And this happened last year too, except last year I asked my wife to go get me tickets to Neil deGrasse Tyson. When I told Laura, hey, can you go get me some tickets to Neil deGrasse Tyson? Laura responded, is that Mike Tyson's dad? So maybe that's a relationship altogether. I was like, oh wow, I don't know if we need to go forth with this, Laura. But no, this year I got online and within the 2 hours, so I actually was late. I mean, I guess they went on sale around 8, and I jumped on around 10:30. I was like, oh yeah, the tickets, because I was at work, and I was just like, oh yeah, those tickets are on sale. So I jump online, try to find them, and boom, sold out. I was like, damn it. Then, I don't know, by the grace of God, I got this email from the guy that's putting on this event, and lo and behold, he bestowed me with a VIP ticket. So what this means is I was entitled to a meet and greet with Mr. Bill Nye, and I got valet parking. Woo! And the meet and greet also was supposed to come with the book signing. So I'm gonna walk you through these chain of events because some things may not have occurred in the way that I wanted them to.
A big deal for Miguel, especially.
I mean, it is. This is the first celebrity I meet up. I've never met any celebrities. I don't know. Have you guys? Well, y'all go to Comic-Con, so I mean, y'all have been exposed to that. You've seen that up close, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've probably shook their hands and had them sign stuff. This is the first time for me. I had never experienced this. I was just like, oh wow, look, cool. This is a scientist, a well-known scientist, and for once, it's not just some big sports guy or anything. It's actually like a scientist, a legitimate scientist that I am seeing up close and shaking his hand. So I'm and there's a computer drama story that I want to say later, but I need to stay on track here. Okay. So I leave the apartment, I think around 6. I stop, got my computer. That's another story. That's 6:15. I get over there. It's about 6:30. Just walking you through this. I get there. I'm a little nervous because I'm like, oh wow, I'm about to meet Bill Nye. This is Bill Nye I'm about to meet right here. Getting off the car. The girl gives me the valet ticket. I go inside. I'm like, oh man, I need to go pee real quick. I don't want to meet Bill Nye while I have to hold in my pee. So I go and I'm peeing, and then I reach in my pockets, like after I'm done peeing, whatever, and I was like, oh, I still got my keys, and I was like, wait, how's that girl valet parking me? So I have to go back out to the park. I'm like, hey, you forgot to get my keys, and she's like, oh my God, I was looking for you because your car's just stuck here blocking all the traffic. So I was like, oh. so I had to go back and give her.
What, Miguel? You never had your car valeted before, or what? It's your first time?
No, I have. Just a handful of times. I'm sorry, I'm not like a big baller like you. Everywhere I go, I park. It only happens to me, very, very minutely. Anyways, okay. So I'm carrying my car's parked. I'm walking into the university center there. Got my books with me, the 2 books. I'll turn on my my webcam here because we got the 2 books that you recommended, and per your picture, I was able to find them at Barnes & Noble yesterday. I had to get the guy to go to the back and pick them up. These are brand new books, undeniable, and I thumbed through it. It looks decent. And, it looks like a decent read. I'll probably get it. Undeniable: Evolution and Science of Creation, Bill Nye. And this is almost in response to Bill Nye's debate with Ken Ham was it months ago? A year ago? It was something.
Maybe
it was like
a year.
Yeah. You were still here in Corpus whenever that was going on. Remember we caught some of it on TV or whatever. But anyways, so I'm walking inside with my books, and there's these guys dressed up in bow ties. I assume because Bill Nye's dressed like that. And the first thing this guy tells me is like, "Hey dog, he's not signing books." I was just like, "Wait a minute." I was like, look at my VIP ticket, bro. Like, thinking I'm big shit right now, right? I'm just like, look at my VIP ticket right now. It says book signing and meet and greet. I get both. He's like, yeah, there's something that went down with their contract, their publicists, and they couldn't come to terms, so the book signing got taken out. It's just a meet and greet. So I was like, oh, well, that's really disappointing.
What?
Okay.
Right.
Let's go inside, and then it's almost like I got.
How many? Well, sorry. How many would get this pass to where he couldn't have time to sign books? I assume it's a big crowd, or.
this is a VIP, so we got like some. This is the wasp. This is the creme de la creme. These are like the one percenters that are here, and it's just like me walking around like, "What's up?" It really was, and okay, so yeah, it maybe about 200 people, 250 people, if I could count them.
Oh wow, our VIP.
These are the VIPs, yeah. Mind you, this thing got sold out, and I think it's inside sold out. I think it was close to. I'm ballparking here, but it had to have been around like 2,000, 3,000 people in there. That was a lot of people. Anyways, so the VIPs, we go in there, and it's almost like I'm getting put into this processing line, like I'm just this cow about to get butchered in this assembly line. So they're like, go this way. So I go over here. I have to fill out this card, and I have to put my name on it, and then I have to think, wait, I'm moving this weekend, so what they're having me fill out is this card that they're going to send me the picture. I was like, oh, y'all do that. That's really nice. I fully charged my phone, and I brought my work phone so I could make sure I have a camera. I guess I don't. They're like, no, sir, you can't take any selfies in there, and you can't take any pictures of Bill Nye. I was like, what is going on right now? So still got a little bad taste in my mouth, you know. Fill out my card. I go get in the line. I'm basically being herded like sheep. All these people are being herded, and we're just walking, and we get in line, and we line up, and then I start rounding the corner of the line of the inside of the university center. This line wrapped around, and as I get closer and closer inside this room where Bill Nye is being housed at, and make my way around the corner, I see him, and it's just like, oh, hey, that's Bill Nye. I'm like, I could throw a rock at him if I wanted right now. Like, he's like right there. That's crazy. It's a surreal feeling, and while I did have that like little bit of a bad taste in my mouth, it was still very, I guess, gratifying and just kind of like a humbleness upon me to see him. So make my way, finally get up there. They asked to hold my books. They're like, he can't sign those books. We'll hold them for you. I was just like, he's right here. Just have him sign it real quick. I got a pen too. I'm like, no, sir, you don't understand. I was like, I understand. My ticket right here says that it comes with a meet and greet and a book signing, and they're like, "Sir, you can't sign." I was just like, "Okay."
Damn.
I'm walking up to Bill Nye. I'm like, "Hey, Bill, how's it going?" And I shake his hand, and he goes, "Look at the camera." I was like, "Oh," it's just like what? Just so anticlimactic, building up to this moment.
That's all he said?
He's like, "Look at the camera real quick," and we took the picture. He's like, "Thank you." And then I got processed. I was just like, oh.
Did
cool.
he say hi to you?
No. There was no hi. There was no like, hey, how are you going? And what's your name? Why are you here? Why did you come see me? It's just nothing like that. It was just, look at the camera. Thank you, sir. It was just like, oh, okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Wow. I mean, I've been waiting for this story, and I don't know if this is what I expected, but now I feel maybe I should have. I don't know. I guess I didn't think there was going to be that many people.
There was a ton of people.
If there's a lot of people, they got to get through them, I guess. But
yeah.
Damn.
That's the way most photo ops are. Like the photo op I took with Stan Lee. That's what it was too. It was, you just basically go in line and take the picture and get out.
I get to some degree. I guess I could understand them wanting to get people in, people out, but meet and greet. What comes to mind when you hear meet and greet?
Yeah.
It's like I'm actually going to be able to meet and greet him. I didn't know it was just going to be like a photo op. That's what it felt like. I was just like, oh, okay.
It's not a meet and converse or meet and talk.
Yeah, I guess I need to work on my definition of meet and greet because it was just like.
Because you did meet him and you did greet him.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't greet you. Did he greet you?
His meet and greet was like he grabs my hand, and I think it's one of those like handshakes where he goes in to shake my hand, but just to position me to look.
Yeah.
It's like
where he pulls you and then arm behind the back and then.
The camera, say cheese. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Can you step behind the yellow line? Thank you. I was just like, oh, well, go fuck your mother. Okay, I'll go stand back here. Okay. So. I don't know. After that, I went to the other corridor where I was being herded into, and I still had an hour before the talk, and I did not know what to do because I was there by myself. There's a ton of people I don't know, and it just became this situation. I was like, oh, now I'm back in one of these situations where I have to go and talk to somebody I don't know right now. So I was kind of dealing with like, can I go back in there and talk to him? Can I just like, hey, Bill, look at me, or something like that, or just go in there with my camera? I don't know. I just had all these things running through my head of what to do. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it right now. I think I'm still processing it a little bit. This moment I had been waiting for, and then it just kind of like fizzled out. And I feel like this is like most things in my life. Evaluate everything in my life. It just made me start thinking about everything. I was like, well, I feel like everything like this kind of like fizzles out eventually. Get like this, I don't know, big motivation, excitement, start building up this moment, and then it's just like
Premature.
Anyways. Next part.
So
In there they did supply they provided an unlimited supply of Shiner Bock. So I was like, hey, here we go.
there you go.
So I had at that, got my Shiner Bock on, and then I met somebody along the names of I don't know. He works at this research facility in San Antonio. And it was him and his wife were sitting at a table. This is like, hey, you mind if I sit here? I'm just a little bitter about everything going on. I was just that guy. I was just outspoken about everything because I was just like, I've been drinking and I'm walking around with these 2 unsigned books. I'm just like, oh, look at me, I'm a jackass with my 2 books, and I can't go back to the car because it was valet parked and it was moved across. So I was like, well,
why didn't you ask them to valet your books?
Hold on to my books and drink, and then I met this guy at a research facility in San Antonio, and we just start talking about really everything. And I don't know if it was the beer talking, but he was like a fellow nerd as well, so we just kind of talked it all out. And I thought for a little bit, because there was still about 40 minutes left in the meet and greet book signing, and I thought maybe, just maybe, he would finish taking those pictures, and then I'd be able to run in there and get a signature. And I saw this one guy that looked at the door, and he saw something go across, and he starts kind of like bolting for the door with his book, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to go. So I'm following him. I see this guy, as around the corner, I see this guy signing, or getting Bill Nye to sign the inside of his book, and it's very informal, the way he approached him and stuff like that, and the signature was just like, here you go, real quick, hands it off, and I'm like, hey Bill, can I get it? And Bill's like, no, I can't do anymore, I gotta get ready. And I was just like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
so close.
So close. Well, he was getting ready for his talk. How was the talk go over?
Okay.
Better? Do you have a good seat, at least?
Here we are with the talk. Yes, I did. And shout out to the people that gave me the VIP tickets. They made sure that I had a center seat, and I think I was on row 9, so I'm not very far back. I mean, he was right there. My cell phone pictures don't do me justice because you know how everything just comes out like it's in proportional to where you're because of the lens and whatever.
Shit.
And okay, so we get there, I get my ticket, and I'm just like, you know what? I went and peed again because I had been drinking. I drank like 5 Shiner Bocks while waiting. And I'm just sitting down. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just enjoy this talk. It looks like it could be interesting, and I'm sure Bill Nye has a lot of good stuff to say. And one of the local news ladies walks out. She does the welcome, no buts. She just introduces him, and then the president comes out, becomes this whole thing, and then I start getting this feeling that I have to go pee. Mind you, I'm in the center of the row, and at the very front of the auditorium, so I fight that feeling for the next 30 minutes of having to go pee. It just becomes this growing thing, and so I'm enjoying what he's saying. He talks a lot about global warming and getting women into science, and he talked a lot about, well, I mean, science in general, but he had a lot of good points that he was making. I enjoyed the talk, and then halfway through, I was like, "Yep, I gotta go pee." So then I have to do this number where I'm like that big guy going through the aisle, going through people. I'm like, excuse me, sorry." Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get you? I'm sorry.
VIP, gotta pee.
My bad. I finally get there, and then I'm just like rushing to the back, and I'm peeing. And then in the bathroom, this guy's like, "Dude, is it really hot in there? Because I feel like it's really hot." I'm like getting fidgety because it's so hot. I was like, I don't have time for this. What? No, leave me alone.
He's talking to you.
So then it's just like this random guy's just like, "It's really hot, right? It's just really hot." Like, where the fuck did you come from? Get out of here. I go back to the auditorium, make my way and do the whole thing again. Excuse me. Sorry. Move your purse, man, real quick. Thanks. Okay. Get through here. And I always manage to step on somebody. And in this case, I stepped on the tip of this guy's boot. And so I hope it was a boot, because otherwise I stepped on his toe, and I'm a heavy dude. So if I step on you, yeah, I mean, it's gonna hurt.
Are these all? You said the high class probably had some fancy shoes. Or?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what he has. I like how Laura's texting me right now. Go get your son. Just like, wait, what? You know what today is? Today's podcast night. Yeah.
Well, you wanna head to that, or what? Your child needs rearing. Is that what's going on?
My child is with my sister-in-law.
Oh.
Because Laura took on a Wednesday shift so that she could be off Saturday, because we're moving into a house. And finally I'll have all my shit in one place, because it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So that one of the bedrooms is going to be my office setup. And finally I get my office back. I mean, this is cool. I got like this little mobile station I move around. But it gets old setting it all up. But anyways, so made my way back to the seat, and the talk goes on for another 30 minutes, talking about the set. Bill Nye's dad and mom were in the military, and they actually fought. What was the war with? Was that World War II? Yeah, World War II, because he showed a lot of pictures of like Japan or Pearl Harbor, and that's how his dad got involved and his mom got involved. And so yeah, his parents were vets, and his dad invented this thing called a sand dial, because at that time you couldn't take your watch to the beach because you would get sand in it. So he invented this just little contraption that you would take with you, and it's called a sand dial, and you would be able to tell time at the beach. And if sand got on it, it's okay because it's not anything electronic. So then, the next 15 minutes of the talk are devoted to all the different sundials he's built and stuff like that, and then his obsession with sundials and et cetera, et cetera. Talks more about Mars and stuff like that. But in a nutshell, that was the Bill Nye. I don't know, like some parts of it I was in awe. Other parts I was just kind of like, I think this would have been a better YouTube video. I don't know.
Just to watch it. YouTube.
And I got these 2 books now, 2 books, and they're not signed, but I would like to still give them away on our podcast, because we are hitting 500 followers, and I think that's something that. Did we decide how we're going to give these away? I don't know if you guys came to a conclusion yet.
Just like us on Facebook. How's that?
Just a simple like on Facebook.
Yeah.
And a raffle. Yeah, we'll do a post like that. Of course, Jesse is Mr. Pessimist, and he says that nobody will participate, and they all hate science. So we'll see.
Come on, this book was in the same room as Bill Nye.
Bill
You're
Nye
gonna want this book.
Look, he saw it with his eyes, so I don't know. Still worth something.
Yes, so in order for people to check out our Facebook page, we want to give away this book, so please go and like our page, and you can get Undeniable by Bill Nye. It was in the same room. He looked at it, but did not have time to sign it.
The air he was breathing touched these pages.
Yes.
So
But
that's saying something on its own.
yes, a hair could have fallen and somehow landed on the book.
It's possible. I mean,
Possible.
I don't know. I don't know. But that's
No,
my.
that,
Y'all have any questions about it? I mean, that's my Bill Nye visit in a nutshell. You know, nothing too exciting. I was expecting more, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just my life.
I thought we were gonna have him on the podcast.
I thought so too, man. I envisioned so much, man. I envisioned so much. I was just like, I'm gonna go. Bill Nye's gonna be like, man, you're really funny, dog. You're really funny. I'm just, yeah, no, this is just me. This is just me being me. And be like, yo, dog, let's get out of here. Fuck this. Be like, yeah, Bill Nye. Let me go get my valet real quick. Valet, and we jump in my car and we just be cruising on shoreline, just like drinking this not your father's root beer, throwing them back. They're like, yeah, man, I just keep them in the car, dog. They're under the seat. Just pull them out. And we start drinking, and then finally make it over here at 10 o'clock, and he's just right here, standing right here next to me in my living room. And he's just going to be like, dog, I love your loft apartment. Be like, yeah, fuck yeah, Bill Nye. Love it. Yeah. Man. Bill Nye, he'd be right here just joking with y'all, and then he'd start, like, I don't know, he'd breaking shit at my apartment. Be like, oh, man, I got to go, Bill Nye.
He's all drunk.
Bill Nye's getting crazy over here, so I gotta call you guys later, something like that. But yeah, that's Bill Nye in a nutshell. So let's hit up some of these what are we calling this? The pocket articles. Let's hit a few of those. Here we go. That sound effect though. Wow, that's official.
Awesome.
I don't care who you are. That's official. Okay, so you know what? We got these numbered in here. Why don't you give me a number between 1 and 10, Jesse? Is Jesse even here?
Jesse says 4. He's muted. I see that.
Oh, okay.
Let's say 4.
Oh, my bad.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So this says, write an Amazon review. Go to jail. I don't know if you heard about this, but you can go on Fiverr. Do you know what Fiverr is, first of all? Let's start there.
No.
Not quiet.
So Fiverr means I give you $5 to do this task, whether it's make me a logo, make me an intro song, I don't know, edit this picture, or give me a favorable review on Amazon. So a lot of people, or I guess people that are selling stuff on Amazon, are using this for hire work site, and you basically, like I said, you pay $5 to do various sorts of short online jobs, from voiceover work to songwriting, blah blah blah. But this is the big thing with this, is that Amazon is filing a lawsuit against individuals that are making these fake reviews, and they're gonna end up trying to sue them. So it becomes this whole thing. So
yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that. You always see those funny reviews, you know, that people just kind of like draw out for a quick laugh or whatever. But in this case, I mean, it's a little bit different. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if this keeps happening, then the integrity of Amazon is at stake, because nobody will actually take the reviews seriously because they're just paid for. So
Yeah.
I think it's important to take care of that.
I get that, but I think it's taking more energy for Amazon to file this lawsuit to go after these people, as opposed to just setting up somebody that reviews the reviews.
Reviews.
It's just like, nope, that's not real. Bing, that's not real. Bing. Instead, it's going into like this $1 million lawsuit. It's just like, okay, relax. It's not that big. It's not that big.
Anyway, what else we got, Miguel? What's number 7? There you
Tell
go.
me, man. You're the one making the money. Make the go nuts. I thought that was a good article. I mean, that's a big thing. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, we hit it. We hit it.
Tony.
Today is October 21st, 2015.
Yes,
It is
and
the future.
the future. Was that you?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
My voice.
Did it
Great
good?
Scott! Is this empty rant podcast?
You could get some voiceover work on Fiverr with that.
There you go.
I'm gonna look at that, man.
Check out this Fiverr.
I thought I accidentally hit a sound effect on my soundboard. I had to look down. I was like, am I hitting something? But no, it's you over there. That's incredible. Applause. Applause to you. It's just this is just showing people then and now. And Mike, what's this guy's name? Michael Jeff
Fox? Michael J. Fox?
Michael J. Michael J. Fox has aged.
Canada's treasure.
Have you seen the cartoon called Marty and Doc? It's on Cartoon Network, but it's also on Hulu. You can catch it on there.
No. No.
It's like an animated series of Back to the Future. They have different adventures that they take. Really cool, really good dialogue, good jokes. It's one of those, I call them adult cartoons because the way the jokes are written in a lot of these cartoons, like in Adventure Time, I feel like that's more of an adult cartoon.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. This is one of those again. So, yeah, that's cool. Back to the Future. Bill Nye made several references to Back to the Future Day. And people were just like, yeah, fuck yeah, Back to the Future. I'm just like, sign my book, ass. I hate you, man. Let's see. Let's pick one. Pick one that Jesse threw in here. Forget which one. Jesse, what did you throw in here?
I have no idea.
I don't think you threw anything in here. Anyways, give me a number. Give me a number, Tony.
He said 7.
Yeah, that was number 7. We read it.
Oh, okay.
2.
1, 2. Okay. This says Happy World Statistics Day. So.
Boring. 3.
What? Statistics is amazing.
I
Okay,
know.
and this is today, but it was really yesterday. So yesterday was World Statistics Day, and countries all around the world are celebrating the impact of accurate statistics and the impact that they have on our lives. More specifically, the National Agricultural Statistics Service. But I know you guys are bored with this, so I'm not even going to go on this. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Okay. Give me a
10.
shape. Just give me a shape.
Hexagon.
Hexagon. Oh, that's excellent. Here we go. Okay. So under the hexagon category, we have you can now buy the naming rights to a moth. Did you know that? Did you
God. What? So what? There's too many moths? And
There's
any
new
names?
moths. There's new
Usually
species.
when scientists find maybe it is. Let's see. Usually when scientists find a new species of plant or animal, they get the honor of naming their discovery. That's how we've ended up with lizards named Smog, dinosaurs named Wendy, and even a flower named after Mark Watney. Who knows who Mark Watney is? He's from
Martian?
The Martian. Yeah. Speaking of that, you guys, if y'all want my Audible download, I don't mind giving it to you guys because you should definitely listen to the story before going and watching it. It's an incredible movie, and I anticipate watching it. And don't spoil it for me, bro. Okay.
Damn, you haven't seen it yet, or you haven't finished?
I haven't. I'm a dad now, man. I can't take the baby. I mean, did you run into this, Jesse? What do you guys go and watch movies? Can you? I don't know. You have to take a break from watching movies, right? I mean,
yeah.
It's just like
That was mine and Jill's thing before we had kids was movies. I mean, it still is for the most part, but it's pretty difficult now, just because I guess my mother and my mother-in-law that would watch the kids so we can go to the movies, they're the ones that watch them during the day. So I'm not like, hey, can you keep my child you've had for 8 hours 2 more hours so I can go watch the movie? Yeah.
That's exactly what we're running into here. So there you go, Tony. Just
That's why I'm enjoying it now. When I see Star Wars, I will get it all out then, and I guess future movies I'll just sort of see it like later. I don't know.
Like in the future.
Yeah. We have to do something about your kids, Miguel.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, that's news. Something else. Jesse, vintage or flurry? Give me a category here.
Oh, okay. Flurry?
McFlurry?
So that's our flurry grab for you. I don't know where we're going with that. We're closing up our pocket. Close up the pocket here. Oh, by the way, if you want to look at the articles on the pocket, we do have them on our website. It's on the side. It says in our pocket, and all the articles we read through here. There's a ton more articles that we wanted to go through, but for the sake of not boring Tony, we tend to.
I got something in my pocket for you. Let's reach
All right,
down.
so that
See
brings us
what it
to
is.
our next topic, which, I saw a meme about concerning this subject, and it said, if you think your day sucks at work right now, remember that somebody somewhere is assembling 1,000 dildos today, and that's their job. They have to do it without smiling or something like that. I don't know. I butchered it.
Okay.
But Jesse, you had a story. I don't know if you want to share it anymore or if it's even relevant, but
Is it
that's what.
about dildos?
It is about dildos.
Hmm.
So
Manufacturing.
whenever I was, I guess, a little bit younger, I got a lot of traffic tickets and could not afford to pay them. So
Shit.
to defer
Where's
the fines,
So somebody paid you a bunch of money to put dildos in your mouth?
I signed up for community service, and I was working at the Salvation Army every Saturday morning, basically just sorting through stuff. And the people I worked with were very, very disgusting, like white trash people. And if you ever want to know why all the stuff in the Salvation Army and the Goodwill is crap, it's because the people that work there have basically ravaged through it and picked out all the good stuff and took it home for themselves. So,
for that?
yeah, so I don't suggest donating to locations that resell the stuff, especially for profit. But that's another podcast. But one of the boxes that I was going through, yeah, there was a vibrator in there. So pretty gross, but the girl that was helping us volunteered to take it home. So yeah, reuse.
There has to be some disinfection that has to go through with that. Or, I mean, you can't just. I don't know.
I'm sure she cleaned it, but
if you're gonna buy something like that, why do you buy it at Goodwill or why do you take it home like a used dildo? That's just one of those things like you don't brushes, or something like that. This is going inside you. I don't think I would trust any form of disinfection. It'd just be like, if I'm gonna use something like this, like it needs to be brand new, off the shelf.
yeah.
And so do you think the person who brought the dildo or donated the donated dildo? I'm like outside. I hope people could probably hear me. Did they do that? Did they do that as a joke, or they're like, oh?
I've wondered
maybe.
that for years, Tony. I don't know. It seemed legit because, I mean, there was, I don't know. It wasn't just like nice and neat on top, like you open the box and you're like, oh, hello. Like it was just kind of like thrown in there casually with everything else. Like they genuinely thought somebody needed this.
What was it? Yeah, what was their intention? It's just like, we really got to start giving back. You know what? Take the dildo. I'm gonna donate it. It's time. I just gotta get it off my chest. I gotta make sure that the homeless out there and these people that are starving on the streets, they need something else to look to. They need something else to take their minds off of this daily troubles. They need this dildo more than ever right now.
Either that, or it was like, oh shit, I gotta get rid of this dildo quick.
Oh shit, I gotta get rid of this dildo before my wife finds it. Like, wait a minute. What?
Oh jeez. Oh, but yeah. So that's crazy that somebody actually took it. But
yeah. Any more on the dildo story? Are we done with that?
That's
Did
about as much as I have with the. Oh, I don't know. It was like an older it's one of the ladies that worked there. She's the one that took it pretty much. But she was not shy about it at all. She was just telling it. Oh yeah, she's super old.
Jeez.
Hey, yay, 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 yay. All right, all right. Round
I
it,
would
round
just,
the corner
I
here.
would just been like, I'll buy you a dildo. Just please throw it away.
Just put it down.
Tell you what, lady. What? I got one. I don't use it anymore. I'll bring it back to you. Don't even worry about it.
It's a dildo I can trust.
Here's a dildo you could trust. Anyways, okay. Next section. Here we go. Oh, that sounds awful.
What?
Hey man, I was trying to get you a better intro song here, man.
Is that what I think it is, Miguel? Is that our intro?
I think so.
Is that our Star Wars intro? And it probably should be the new trailer music, which was
Yeah,
pretty
but
amazing.
let's give homage to the old songs. This is one of my favorites.
Yes, this is a very widely adored piece of music for Star Wars.
I played this song in marching band on the tuba, man. I would do that part in the back like that. Dum, 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 dum,
Yeah, awesome.
dum, dum. Like, and then we didn't have enough because I mean our band section was only like 20 people. I went to a small school, so you know we had to sacrifice where we had. So like we didn't have any of the French horns, so that was just substituted in by a baritone or something like that. Didn't sound right. And the choir is basically your wind section that you got going on. Yeah, it sounds a little bit different, you know. But I remember loving to blast on the tuba at the that part.
Bravo. Yeah.
And me and my buddy Alfredo would just like blast, and so it wouldn't even sound like it sounded awesome to us, but I'm sure to the band director he's just like, fuck these kids, because it's just like blasting it sounds like that.
You got excited. Anyway, so
What is the latest on Star Wars?
I was never so excited for a football game in my entire life. It was Monday Night Football, and in the halftime they released a new trailer, the final trailer for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. And well, I got home and I realized, oh fuck, I don't have ESPN. I was so ready for it that I realized I don't even have it, the channel.
Or you just didn't like you didn't know what channel it was.
Just have the basic package, and I didn't realize that didn't include ESPN. But I was able to get a. No, it doesn't. I got AT&T Universe. Anyway,
they know drama.
yeah. But I was able to get online. It's the future. This is the future, Marty. And I was able to get online and pull up ESPN app. You have to use my mother's Dish login because she has ESPN, so it gives me access. So I watched it there and made dinner, and then it came on, and it was amazing. Did you all catch this? How did you all watch it?
I think I
did not
saw
watch
it. I don't know which one is which, but I saw one.
I'm in the same boat. No, don't get me wrong. I like Star Wars. I grew up liking Star Wars more than Star Trek, because I compare the two. That's why. And
I don't.
Well, doesn't matter. I enjoy the characters more in Star Wars. Star Trek, I simply just don't get. And since they're both about space, I think of them as comparable. So, anyways,
Talking about the trailer.
I'm going back to the trailer, and yeah, I saw that there was some type of release of a new trailer, and when I watched it, I was like, this is the same shit. So I obviously didn't watch the right one, and I didn't have, I don't know, the energy or motivation to go find the right one. So tell me what's different. What did we learn in the new trailer, Tony?
All right, well, let's watch it, guys. Have you both not seen it? What do you say?
Okay. Well,
come on. Well, how can we talk? Let's see it. I don't mind seeing it again. I've seen it 500 times. Let's see it.
It's some extra RAM in this computer, and I can tell you this little side story while I look up your Star Wars trailer. But I had kind of a dramatic moment when I took my computer in last week. The lady was just a real bitch to me, and when I dropped it off, everybody was nice, of course. When I called back, the lady goes, "Didn't I tell you 3 to 7 business days. I was just like, whoa, whoa. It's like, I'm the customer. I wasn't even rude. I was asking for an update. She's like, I'm sorry, but we tell our customers 3 to 7 business days, and for whatever reason, they don't understand what that means, and so they end up calling us, and that takes time away from us assembling the computers and working on them so we can get them done faster. It's like, what is happening right now? What is happening? What is this? I just wanted a simple update on the fan that's supposed to be cleaned out in my computer. That's it. I didn't want to know about, your female problems. So came this whole thing. But let me get the screen share going. So, I mean, it was a real thing, and she really pissed me off.
So Sunday, they released the new poster along with the announcement that this trailer was released, and here we go. It's playing right now. You got the audio queued up?
Yeah, can you hear it?
Who are you?
Oh,
Are you gonna post a reaction video, Miguel?
I'm
no.
not one.
We got Ray. Ray seems like the main
Is that
character.
Is that Padme?
No,
What's
this is Ray.
Oh.
Renesmee?
Wait, since when are there black Troopers?
Nothing to fight for.
That doesn't make sense. Oh, he's in a swimsuit.
Nothing will stand in our way.
Dang, who's that? Samuel L.
I will
Jackson?
finish what you started.
No, that is Kylo Ren. He said, "I'll finish what you started."
That's the Millennium Falcon. I recognize that thing.
It's true.
I did a puzzle one time of the Millennium Falcon. It took me forever, like 3 years. It's called hyperspace.
See how it's like reverse hyperspace? Like it started out in front of it.
Wait,
It's a
so
different.
back in time now?
No. The shot was a different angle of hyperspace.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Nice. I didn't even think about that till just now. There's R2-D2. I think that's Boba Fett. Looks like there's a cross burning. Oh, look, they're going back to that one where they have that llama that they cut open so they can stay warm. Damn, bro, this looks intense. Dude, that guy's gonna get his ass kicked.
That's so. Maybe to you as well. That's the standout moments when Finn is just gonna get his ass handed to him. He just looks terrified as you know.
Yeah. Now, explain the thing. Like, there's a large one, and then how's he holding that thing like that? I mean, he can't hold it like this.
Yes.
Are there little guards because it's gonna burn him?
No, you're talking about the three-bladed lightsaber.
The red lightsaber with the
so
side.
it's pretty much just a cross guard. It's just another lightsaber that sits on top. It doesn't affect his hand, you know. We'll see how it's used in the film, whether it's a defense or he can just sort of. It's supposed to resemble like those big heavy medieval.
No, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes
swords.
sense. Like, think about like that, like the little metal piece that's on the medieval swords, and so like if the sword slides down the blade, it would stop right there, and he could like hold it. I bet there's gonna be a badass fight scene where he's like holding that three-pronged sword, and it's just gonna get caught in that little section right there, and then he's just.
There's so much debate about that. I don't want to get into that, but so besides that, what else stands out to you? You got.
There was the volleyball robot. That stands out to me. It's moving more, and it's actually bigger than what I thought, because I thought the toy was to scale, and not. It's actually way bigger.
Yeah, it's way bigger.
That's a lie. Hasbro.
Yeah, so that's BB-8. Yeah, he's rumored to be Poe Dameron's droid. You see him in the X-wing. We get a close-up of that. That was pretty cool. Kind of like R2 would be in the X-wing. They traded him out for a new droid. So,
have you read anything where they explain where they come up with these names, like BB-8 and R2-D2?
Yeah, well, I mean BB-8, JJ kind of came up with it because he kind of looks like a bee, and then with the little head and the bee, and then
Now, I have a
Or the
question about
eight.
this.
He looks like an eight.
Is this
So.
movie like based off a book? I don't know if there's a book that's Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Is there a book like that's?
No, well, there was this expanded universe that had all these stories after Return of the Jedi, but that since Disney's purchase, that has been labeled as Legends. It's not part of the story. So now we're going into a brand new story that nobody knows anything about,
So
and
Disney
that's what
is
makes it
just
exciting.
making this shit up now, and they're like, "This is what happens now."
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Is
I was
JJ directing, or did he write the script, or both?
uh, he co-wrote the script with Lawrence Kasdan, who penned script for Empire Strikes Back and I think Indiana Jones or something. Um, as long and original screenplay by Michael Arnett or something like that. But it's mainly Lawrence. Well, I think the final say so was with Lawrence Kasdan and J.J. Abrams, which it's pretty cool because Lawrence has that original trilogy ties. So, but so yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff in the up a bit. It was right when the Han and Leia theme came out. I don't know if you noticed that right after that Kylo Ren part. You just hear that Han and Leia theme, and something just why they chose that theme. I don't know, but it's just real emotional, and you can see there's a lot of emotions in this trailer. It's a lot of good acting. That's how I feel. What do you think?
I will say that I like how they've a combination of good acting and practical effects are going to make this movie really good.
Yeah. So.
I think
Yeah.
there are good actors in this movie, and it's not just some B-list
Mm.
actors, but also the practical effects. I was watching, was it Behind the Making or whatever it was? I don't know what it was, but they showed behind the scenes of a lot of like they're using the original like film to not draw away to such a few. Just because we have the technology doesn't mean we should use it, kind of thing. And just because we can animate it and CGI it doesn't mean we should, because you get that disconnect. We talked about this in other movies like
Yeah.
Mad Max and The Dark Knight, where they, bring in these practical effects. They spend the extra money to make it real effects. I don't know, and low CGI. I I'm excited. I'm a little disappointed you didn't buy me a ticket, Tony. I thought that was gonna.
Oh yeah, so the whole on Sunday with the poster announcement and the ticket sales, the idea was right after the trailer, the ticket sales go on sale. So I'm kind of prepared for that, but then I just like maybe 2 hours before the trailer, I was like, oh, let me check the website, make sure I'm ready. And then it turns out they're there. They're on. They're the what I decided to do was the Star Wars marathon that we're having here in San Antonio. It's the IMAX Palladium. It's showing every movie starting at 4 o'clock in the morning, all the way to Force Awakens starts at 7 p.m. So I saw that go on sale, and I was going crazy trying to get to it. The tickets.
We got real problems in the world, and people are gonna be sitting in a theater for like 16 hours.
Yeah, well, it's
Do you get
exciting.
do you get a medal at the end or something?
You get a lanyard, I believe.
You get a bucket to shit in, so you don't have to get up ever.
It's 15-minute breaks. But so yeah, when I was trying to buy the tickets, the website was crashing. It would just take forever. I would have a little timer in the top right telling me, your session expires in 2 minutes, and then so I'm just watching the screen just trying to load, and then I'm freaking out, and then the timer runs out, and so I did that like a couple times, and I realized to pull it up on my phone, I was able to buy it on my phone. So I don't know if people had trouble with that, but
I heard the website crashed after the trailer played.
yeah.
That was a thing, and I saw a meme that said, what was the last? Oh, the Avengers movie, how much they made opening weekend, and then Jurassic World, how much they made opening weekend, and it was like after our 8-second trailer, or whatever, we just not 8-second trailer, whatever they said, after we crashed the market 8 seconds after our trailer.
Yeah, there you go. So the total sales for pre-sale tickets are actually, reaching that opening day numbers already. So it's gonna
Last time
be.
I did a marathon, my wife made me go watch Twilight, the whole Twilight series.
Oh my God.
That was a thing, man.
Yeah. Well, this is gonna be exciting. I've never seen the original trilogy in theaters.
Dude, and then
Not a single one.
be sweet, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. So yeah, are your plans? You'll just see it maybe a couple weeks after. Well, you guess you have a
Well,
kid.
I mean, they have to be because you didn't buy me a fucking ticket, so that's all I'm left with, thanks to you. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, we got a podcast we do together. Me and him are just kind of like, we're buddies. And then Tony's just like, wait, who are you? I was like, oh, yeah,
Hey.
I don't know. My bad.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
My
Would you
wedding.
really do the marathon? Because I don't think
I don't want to shit in a bucket, Tony. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be shitting.
it's gonna be 15-minute breaks. It's gonna be
Okay.
great.
I did that for Twilight. I'm not gonna do it for Star Wars. I'm sorry.
It starts at 4. I'm probably not gonna go till like 6. Maybe
Honestly,
catch the Darth Maul fight and then,
I don't care to go see it in the theater. I do want to buy the box set and watch it in my living room. I mean, I want to do that
Wow.
and check them all out and stuff. Because I was going through. I actually wanted to watch A New Hope the other day and was like, wait, how? I don't own these. My dad owned them on VHS, and I'm just realizing I don't even have like a. I'd like to get them on Blu-ray. I think that'd be cool, and then check them out that way. So I'll see.
Well, I hope you can make time for when it comes out. I don't know, so we could join the rest of the world who's gonna see it. But Jesse, any thoughts from what you heard? It sounds epic, at least.
The least enthusiastic about this movie. He posted a thing of what was it? So question. I mean, going back to this, you posted a picture of Superman and Batman and said, "Fuck Star Wars." Am I right? And do they come out in the same month? Those movies?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought they did.
Yeah.
No.
When is? Oh no, it's in like June, right?
The
Batman?
Batman vs Superman?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I want to say it's like 5-6 months away. I think January or February.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was going to coincide with
Yeah.
Rogue One, the other Star Wars movie.
I didn't think they would do it so closely.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Anyway, so yeah, blowing up Star Wars. This is the last trailer. Now we just wait.
Did you buy any more toys between last time and this time? And quick little word before you answer the toy question. Geek Rant number 2 will most likely be published before Geek Rant number 1.
Really? Yeah.
I just got my computer back, and I'm gonna get this show out because we have a lot of current information right now. I mean, that's up to you guys, but those of y'all that are watching us on YouTube, we appreciate it. All the viewers out there. This
Viewers.
audio gets taken off, and put into a nicely polished podcast, or audio podcast, I should say, and we enjoy all your listens and stuff like that. But anyways, did you buy any more toys? Let's end on this for the Star Wars.
Well, it's gonna fizzle out here. I did not buy any toys, so that's all you got. That's all I got for this Star Wars minute.
We should call this podcast the Fizzle Out Podcast.
There you go.
Just like with Bill Nye. Bill Nye, you really fizzled out on me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm having a moment here or anything, but I was really looking
about
Bill Nye, and you let me down. I wanted that book signed. I went to Barnes & Noble. I had to ask around for your book.
For the users, too. The users are missing out. I mean, the Facebook likers. There you go.
Yeah.
Missing out.
Everybody's missing out, man. Bill Nye hates this podcast. That's just... Bill Nye hates this podcast, guys.
All right.
I don't know why. But I'm gonna put all that aside and regain my composure real quick, and we'll exit that on Star Wars. So that was a oh god, sorry. And that's been Star Wars moment with Tony. Like how I fixed this audio while you were talking. You know what? Let's just end on this theme song right now. Jesse, you got any last words? Any comic book updates?
No, not really. It's a pretty slow week for me, but I am working on episode 13 of The Last Page with Jesse, so hopefully in about a week.
I am thoroughly impressed with Jesse, Tony. He set up Voice Meter, and he switched over his audio card. He got a new mic for his whole thing. The guy can podcast off of his computer now. So, very impressive.
Nice.
Way to go.
It's very painstaking.
Yes. I mean, that's just how it goes. And now he understands my struggle whenever something doesn't go right on here. And I'm just like, so upset. Just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I like how I asked you for advice, and you're like, it's not that hard. It's pretty straightforward. And then it took us like 72 hours to figure out what was wrong.
Well, okay. In a nutshell, it should be very easy. Okay, I mean,
It wasn't.
if I had said, dude, it's incredibly difficult, you're probably not going to get it, would you have even tried?
No, I would have just found a simple app or something like I said I was going to do.
There is no simple app. There isn't. If you find one, let me know, and I'll be, I don't know, I'll suck you off, okay? But I know there's not an app that exists like that, because I would be
There
using
is. There is an app, because all of the Friday Night Phantom episodes I do, it's a push, a stop, and a start button.
I don't know about that. Can they play music like this?
No,
Exactly.
that's all done in post-production.
You see, here at Empty Rant, we do the majority of it on live, so you can do like this while I'm talking, and you can enjoy this. Whatever, Jesse. Jesse, you know what? Challenge yourself, man. You learn more about your computer. You learned about a new program. Stop it. Oh, God, I'm so aggravated with you right now.
All right. Well, this was fun. You all have a good night.
Any last words, Tony?
It's pretty exciting. Everybody at work's talking about Star Wars, except y'all. So, but I'm excited. Can't wait. And,
What's the deal with boycott Star Wars because it's white genocide?
I don't know. That's some bullshit I don't want to talk about.
Why not, though? I mean, that's obviously something that people are like really playing up.
I know exactly. It seems played up. It's sensationalized. We don't need to give attention to that. So
What's the basis they're going off of? Is there less white actors
Well,
in the movie? Or?
maybe, yeah. I mean, you said it too. You're perpetuating this idea there can't be a black actor in Hollywood that is the lead role.
Whoa! Whoa! I just didn't understand how Luke Skywalker and Leia had a black baby. That's what I'm just confused about, and I was looking for clarification. But I thought they were brother and sister, but how did they have a kid? Or where did this guy come from?
Oh, man. Anyway.
Isn't he the guy with the Force now?
So, when you were playing that tuba, Phantom Menace, were you like...
No, okay. Obviously, I know it's not their kid, but is the black guy? Is he the new guy, like the new Luke Skywalker?
This actor is John Boyega. He is playing a character named Finn, who seems to be an ex-stormtrooper, who seems abandoned on this planet, and then somehow ends up with Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker's lightsaber.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I didn't. He was like a new Jedi because he has his lightsaber. I was like, how did he end up with that
Well,
lightsaber?
yeah, we don't know if he's Jedi. We don't know if he has Force powers. It's going to be exciting. Find out. Can't wait.
All right, guys. Well, this ends Geek Rant number 2. We thank all our listeners for listening. And if you've made it this far on the audio podcast, thank you again. You can get all our previous content at emptyrant.com. We're trying to make this another flagship of the Empty Rant podcast, so expect new episodes every 2 weeks. They alternate with the Bear Me 3 episodes. I think next one we're talking on Bear Me 3 is about Brooklyn number 1, so a little what we call sit and sniffs. Right now I was drinking Not Your Father's root beer. don't know if you guys have had this. It's poisonous. I can't really taste the beer in it. It's just sugary sweetness in there. But nonetheless, thanks guys for joining me for another Empty Rant, and we'll see you in another 2 weeks. How's that sound?
All right, let's do it. Thanks, guys.
Keep
Peace.
the updates coming, man. Keep me learning about Star Wars.
Okay.
All right, EmptyRant.com. Thanks.
There's a new Star Wars trailer, Marty. It's the future.